Minecraft is the best-selling game of all time for good reason. It has nostalgia factor, simple gameplay, incredible music, a unique visual design, infinite content possibilities, you name it. Plenty of people have joked about a Minecraft 2 for years now, but only just recently did a thought pop into the back of my mind. Would a sequel to a game with such an iconic history be worth it, let alone even possible in the first place? Today, I'll attempt to answer that question. There are 5 things that must be considered when it comes to a Minecraft sequel: art style, gameplay, world generation, music, and a 5th thing. With that, let's take a crack at this. The art style of a Minecraft sequel is something that must be handled with care. The iconic pixel style of Minecraft will remain as the foundation of the art style of Minecraft 2.0, but I can see 3 potential paths for the slightly changed visuals of it. The first is the most likely option. It will either be the same or only lightly stray from the art style of Minecraft. The second is something that I could see as a built-in option in the resource pack menu, if not the default setting. I'm sure you all know that Minecraft's update trailers have a simplified version of Minecraft's textures, and I could see this style being built into Minecraft 2.0. There's a fan-made resource pack of it called Bare Bones that I will link in the description if you want to try it out. Finally, I could see a halfway point between these two that would more closely resemble the textures of Minecraft Dungeons. Since it is no longer receiving updates, I don't think this would happen, but if you want an idea of how it could look, the Vanilla Tweaks project has some resource packs that will also be linked in the description. That's all I have in mind with Minecraft 2.0's art style, so now it's time to move on to its gameplay. I don't have any plans to mess with how the fundamental parts of Minecraft act, aka mining, crafting, placing blocks. Those are all going unchanged, at least in my vision of a sequel. I don't think Mojang would risk changing those too much, so I won't either. Also, everything that is currently in Minecraft will remain in Minecraft 2.0. What I'm covering in this video is more combat focused. While combat must remain simple enough to be usable on touch devices, I do think the weapon weights and attack indicators from Java Edition will now be on all platforms, although will function a little more like the seemingly abandoned combat test snapshots from several years ago. Now, when using a sword, hits should be timed to right when the attack indicator refills. If 4 sword swings are timed perfectly, then the 4th hit will have extra sweeping and a slight knockback increase. The sweeping and knockback stack with their respective enchantments, of course. Similarly, timing 5 hits with an axe will result in brief slowness being applied on the 5th hit, as well as dealing 25% more damage. As a final example, tridents could become a lot more interesting than they currently are. They could be slightly slower than axes, but have much longer reach. Since they're so slow, the 3rd timed hit would have a piercing effect and travel through multiple mobs to reach more on the other side. Movement could also be improved a little bit. While the current method of crawling at a height of 1 block is only achievable by swimming or using trapdoors, a toggleable button for crawling would be very useful. Perhaps it could be activated by crouching and pressing Z on keyboards, pressing both sticks at the same time on consoles, or touching a button that appears when crouching on touch devices. That's all I have in terms of new gameplay features, so let's talk about world generation. World generation is a tricky subject when it comes to Minecraft. The first big change that I could see is the end getting a big overhaul. It could include some of the Enderman variants from Minecraft Dungeons, which would liven up the end significantly. They will spawn more the further out you go. The Nether can stay pretty much the same as it is now. The only big difference is that I think it could be very interesting to make the Nether feel a bit more like a reflection of the overworld, add more varying terrain for both the ceiling and the ground of the Nether. I'd also like lava aquifers from the overworld to be in the Nether, albeit very rare and only above ground, so to speak. Currently, the overworld is the best it's ever been in my opinion. Some people believe that certain data packs like William Wither's Overhauled Overworld or Terralith are what Minecraft world generation should be. However, there has to be a good balance to strike. The terrain must be easily navigable and beautiful at the same time. And while the two data packs I mentioned certainly fulfill the latter point, their explorability does suffer a bit. My idea is a bit of a compromise. There are certain features and structure types that could be added that would not cause a lot of exploration issues. First on the agenda are better waterfalls. No, I'm not saying change up the entire water physics system, but naturally generating waterfalls could be so much better than a single source block. Since caves have water aquifers, I think that kind of system could be retooled to make multi-layer waterfalls that generate in a similar way. There could even be cave entrances that generate behind waterfalls. This could lead into the next feature, more interesting rivers. Rivers rarely connect up to a waterfall on a mountain, nor do they cut through any mountains. The player would be encouraged to build more bridges and paths across their worlds with more unique rivers. Finally, while a lot of empty space is kind of necessary in a sandbox game, some smaller, less impactful structures scattered across the world would fill a little bit of it. An example of what I'm going for is certain features of the datapack Structory, which, funnily enough, is made by the same people who make Terralith. Structory has a lot more large structures, which are good, but not what I mean. Smaller ruins akin to Breath of the Wild are what I'm thinking of for the base game of Minecraft 2.0. Next up, let's talk about music. Music can be a touchy subject when it comes to Minecraft. I have an entire video about the music of Minecraft. You should watch it, by the way. But the general gist of that video is that all of Minecraft's music from C418 to Lena, Raine to Aaron Cherof is all amazing. However, I think we can all agree that C418 coming back would be the best case scenario for Minecraft 2.0. If not, hopefully the rights to all current Minecraft music can be held and carried over to the sequel. But if so, I have an idea for what C418 can do to really spice up the music this time. I watched an interview with him from around 2018 where he talked about his current job. He's working on a way to make music in video games dynamically change consistently and quickly. An example of something similar to what he's working on is the music of Hollow Knight. Huge areas like Green Path have certain rooms where the music changes to suit the mood. However, that's just swapping between music recordings. What C418 is doing is creating a way for music to shift in and out of different instruments and keys during active gameplay without having to record all new versions for each variation. This could be put to use on a large scale in Minecraft 2.0. Keep certain iconic leitmotifs of Minecraft and essentially make them suit any situation. There would still be starts and ends to each song. If you're in a cave, it'll have more ethereal, echoing sound, but if there are a number of mobs attacking you, then the music will be more intense and suspenseful. This would allow Minecraft 2.0 to have its own musical voice and let C418 share his new passion with an enormous audience. To me, that's a win-win for all parties. With that, it's finally time to move on to the most important section of this video. I'm going to answer the one question you've had in your head the entire time you've been watching the video. There's probably already comments about it. Why even make a sequel to Minecraft in the first place? Doesn't most of what you're proposing just work as an update to the game? Even the name you're using for it is just another version number. And you'd be right. It would certainly be a lot easier to have this all as a series of updates. Or would it? The ultimate reason for a Minecraft 2.0 is to finally have one single version of the game. Minecraft has long been split in two, Java Edition and Bedrock Edition, their communities largely being unable to interact with each other. I started my Minecraft journey on Pocket Edition after seeing my cousins play Java Edition, and even then I immediately noticed the differences. Parity has been cited as a huge obstacle for how often Minecraft updates get released. If Minecraft got a sequel where everything was one codebase, all of those issues go away. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Really? You just want everything to be Bedrock Edition? The Minecraft Marketplace is an awful way to get mods. Most of them are half-baked, and I just can't stand Bedrock Edition anyway. Well, honestly, neither can I. But I have some ideas to bring the level of customization that Java has to Minecraft 2.0. And I just want to say, out of character, so to speak, as of recording this segment of the video, it was announced on February 20th that Bedrock Edition add-ons can now be applied to single-player worlds instead of exclusively to maps. It seems like the way they're being implemented is similar to how I had written this section of the video a couple weeks ago, so this next idea could be more feasible than I originally thought. Anyways, I'm just gonna record the rest of this in the exact same way as I wrote it. First off, one specific way to make and load mods. All mods will use the same codebase as the sequel itself, but gone are the days of Fabric or Forge. Minecraft 2.0 will natively be able to load every mod as long as it matches the version that you're playing on. This helps fan mods mesh with marketplace mods. That's right, I'm keeping the marketplace, so just hear me out. The Minecraft Marketplace will now have two sections: partnered projects and fan-made projects. Partnered projects will range from maps to resource packs to mods, and sometimes a combination of the three. This allows for mashup packs from the old console editions to be playable by everyone and make a bit of a comeback. Partnered projects will cost real money, but since they'll either come from Mojang themselves or official partners, you'll know they'll be worth it. As for fan-made projects, these can be submitted to Mojang for approval to appear in the game's store. These will all be free, just like your current mod websites like CurseForge or Modrinth. And not to worry, anything that isn't officially approved can still be downloaded from those same sites. Through this system, Minecraft 2.0 will still have mods just like the current Minecraft, with every platform being able to use them. A small issue that Minecraft 2.0 could fix is that all platforms will hopefully control more like Java Edition than Bedrock Edition. I don't know if it's just me, but Bedrock Edition feels like floaty, like Smash Bros. 4 or something. But the big issue this would solve is one I alluded to earlier: parity. The combat systems would now be the same, Redstone would work the same between devices, probably Java Editions because it's more the larger community as far as I'm aware. But most importantly for Mojang employees, no more having to figure out how things will be developed to work on two code bases. This would hopefully lead to faster update cycles and maybe even more creativity on what can be added, since the question of, but does this work on Bedrock, will no longer be asked. Alright, that, viewers, is how a sequel to Minecraft could work. I don't know if this has you wanting a Minecraft sequel or if you're disgusted at what I've just said, but either way, I hope you've gotten some enjoyment out of the video. Be sure to like and comment your opinions down below on whether you think Minecraft should have a sequel or not, and if your opinions differ from mine, tell me why. Thank you for watching this all the way to the end. It's a little longer than some of my other videos, but I'll see you later.